Yo, what is going on, you deep-fried dearling? Actually, that doesn't sound half bad. I revisited Team Rocket Box recently because of the release of the new cards. We got the Wondrous Patch, which attaches a basic Psychic Energy from our discard pile to one of our benched Psychic Pokemon. Before we jump into it, though, and I break down how we're utilizing this card, gotta give a big shout-out, of course, over to Dragon Shield for sponsoring the channel as always. You can check them out over at dragonshield.com. They make a ton of high-quality game accessories, but of course, I love them, and you probably know them for their sleeves. They got a bunch of different styles over there, the mattes, the dual mattes, non-glares, and the classics. I'm a big fan of their mattes. Personally, if you're looking for some color recommendations, the blood reds, the tangerines, the magentas. I know I say the same colors every single time, but those really are my favorites, and the ones I've used more than any of the rest. So those are my recommendations. Mattes in the blood red, tangerine, magenta. I feel like there's a fourth one that I usually recommend as well. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but check them out. dragonshield.com. A link will be in the description, and code AzulGG gets you a discount over there as well. So that's the Wondrous Patch, and the way we utilize it mostly is to set up the Team Rocket's Mewtwo EX in a single turn aggressively, basically. We can bench Team Rocket's Mewtwo, attach a Team Rocket's Energy, and then Wondrous Patch to our Team Rocket's Mewtwo, and then retreat into it, or Team Rocket's Giovanni it into the active and take a big knockout. It does 280 damage if we discard 2 energy from our bench Pokemon. You can only discard 2 energy. You can't discard more than that. So we're capped at 280, but we have Maximum Belt in here, so we can hit for 330 damage, which KOs stuff like Dragapult and Gardevoir. Those are the main ones that being able to one-hit KO is super, super nice. Mostly Gardevoir EX, to be honest. The Dragapult matchup is actually pretty interesting. It feels pretty favored, to be honest, overall. We have a lot of powerful attacking options in that matchup, Mewtwo being one of them. But yeah, it's just a more aggressive way to set up Mewtwo. Before we got Wondrous Patch, most of the time you're including E-Switch in this deck so that we could build up a bunch of energy through your Spidops that you had built up early in the game, and you can move that energy from your Spidops to your Team Rocket's Mewtwo EX, so you can build up your Team Rocket's Mewtwo in a single turn. But it's a little bit more clunky, and it's a little bit less protective against Iono. And what I mean by that is, let's say you want to attack with the Team Rocket Spidops for turn, and you've charged it up twice with charging up its ability, and then on that turn you also want to bench a Mewtwo and attach a Team Rocket's energy to it. So that's pretty good, but then if we get Iono next turn, not only do we have to find enough energy on our bench for Mewtwo to do enough damage to KO the active Pokemon possibly, but we need another energy for the Mewtwo. And if we had Energy Switch in hand, but we couldn't play it because we need the energy on our Team Rocket Spidop to be able to attack with it, we need to have another energy in play on another Spidops. We can't actually build up the Mewtwo in a single turn to have multiple threats on board at the same time. But with Wondrous Patch, we can bench the Mewtwo, attach to the Mewtwo, Wondrous Patch to the Mewtwo, and then still keep all the other energy in play on our board where it is, and then attack with like our Spidops for turn, or another Mewtwo, or set up 2 Mewtwo's really aggressively, or something like that. And then the other play it kind of does, it gets +1 energy in play, which means if we go from a 0 energy board, but we have like 2 Spidops in play, and let's say we have Mimikyu in the active, and then we bench Mewtwo, attach Team Rocket's energy, Wondrous Patch to the Mewtwo. That's the Mewtwo fully loaded up, and then we have 2 Spidops. We use each of their charging up abilities to accelerate energy to each Spidops. Then we can hit with our Mewtwo for the 280 damage. But with Energy Switch, one of the energies on the Spidops would have to go to our Mewtwo, which means we'd be capped at 220 damage for the turn. So it's just more aggressive energy into play as opposed to the Energy Switch, which means we have to use an energy that's already in play to get on the Mewtwo. And so far, I'm not gonna lie, I actually haven't used the Wondrous Patch a whole ton, but we definitely like need some form of aggressive energy acceleration to our Team Rocket's Mewtwo. I know that historically playing with the deck, the E-Switches has always felt pretty good. The Wondrous Patch definitely feels better than E-Switch. It just hasn't come up a whole ton in the games that I played so far with the deck. The Spidops has kind of just been carrying me, to be honest, as the main attacker, or on that first turn of the game, I just bench the Mewtwo and start loading that up manually, and then I don't even like need another Mewtwo sometimes as well. But we have a 4/4 Spidops in here, and this is actually generally the main attacker in the deck. We do have 2 Mewtwo in here, but the Spidops is kind of the best card in the deck. It self-accelerates energy. It hits pretty hard as well. If you have 4 Spidops in play, you're hitting for 180 damage, which 1-hit KOs most 1-prize Pokemon, 2-hit KOs most 2-prize, and 3-prize Pokemon like the Megas. And then we also play stuff like the Brave Bangle and the Maximum Belt, so we can hit a little bit harder with our Team Rocket Spidops, so we can KO stuff like Ogerpons and Pheasantippities and Latias, and like something else you could hit with a Maximum Belt with a Spidops, but I forget what it is, but I'm pretty sure it exists. Besides the Spidops and the Mewtwo EX, we have a Sneasel in here with the Strike, the Sleeper attack for 2 Dark Energy, which means it does need a Team Rocket's energy, but it does 20 damage to one of our opponent's bench Pokemon for each damage counter on that Pokemon, So if you like, I don't know, punch into a Pheasantipity in the early game with your Team Rocket Spidops for like 90 or 120 damage, you can clean it up later in the late game with a Team Rocket Sneasel. Yeah, a Sneasel. I was about to say Sneasler. Team Rocket's Sneasel. Or like if your opponent attacks with a Gardevoir EX, let's say, and you punch it with a Spidops, you can then clean it up and knock it out later with the Team Rocket Sneasel, something like that. There is the Team Rocket's Mimikyu, which is great because it has free retreat, so it is it's like our pivot Pokemon in the deck, but it's also a great attacker into Dragapult specifically, and it's also our answer for Cornerstone. If you're finding Cornerstone is like super popular, you could play 2 of these actually, instead of just the 1, so that way you could Super Rod back both of them and then actually be able to attack Cornerstone 4 times, because Cornerstone decks right now, like the main one is like the Absol deck, and that deck has like Cornerstone, 2 Cornerstones, and Bravery Charms, and sometimes Lively Stadium, and they can heal it with the Monkey Dory. It's just like a lot to overcome with like 2 Mimikyus, to be honest. It's probably not enough. So if you really want to tech for that matchup, you need to probably play like a second Mimikyu, maybe a second Super Rod. I have the one of Articuno in here. This is pretty much only for the Dragapult matchup. Another thing to keep in mind with this deck is we actually don't play that many basic Pokemon, so be careful about discarding your Pokemon with this deck, because you do need Pokemon in play to actually do damage with the Rocket Rush from the Team Rocket Spidops. It does 30 damage for each Team Rocket's Pokemon in play, so it caps out at 180 if we have 6 Rockets Pokemon in play, and that's why we don't play any other Pokemon besides Team Rocket's Pokemon. I know a lot of people play the Lily's Clefairy in here, but the percent chance that we open it for the percent chance that it helps our Dragapult matchup, I just don't think it is worth it at all. It does become a better card in the deck because we can use it more aggressively with the Wondrous Patch, and we can use it as an attacker in any matchup, not just against Dragapult, but opening it really hurts our Team Rocket's Ariana, which draws until we have 5 cards in our hand. But if all of our Pokemon play our Team Rocket's Pokemon, draw until you have 8 cards in your hand. If we played a lot more basic Pokemon, I would definitely consider including stuff like the Lily's Clefairy or even like a Pheasantipity possibly. But because of how few basic Pokemon we play, if we include any of those cards, our chance of opening them is so high, and Ariana is such a big part of this deck's power that it just doesn't seem worth the trade-off. With the Articuno's ability, Repelling Veil prevents all effective attacks used by our opponent's Pokemon done to our basic Team Rocket's Pokemon. So that prevents the damage spread part of Dragapult's Phantom Dive attack from KOing stuff like our Mimikyus or our Tarountulas. They can still target our Spidops, but the Spidops has 130 HP, so they're usually pretty safe from being aggressively KO'd from a Phantom Dive. So the Articuno is super sick for that matchup. For the supporters, it's all Team Rocket supporters. Of course, we got the Ariana. I already talked about that one. We have Team Rocket's Giovanni. As our Gust effects, it brings up one of our opponents. We bring up one of our bench Team Rocket's Pokemon to our active, or we switch it active Team Rocket's Pokemon to one of our bench Team Rocket's Pokemon, and then bring up one of our opponent's bench Pokemon to the active. And then we have 4 Team Rocket Proton. This card is, I really wish I didn't play 4, I'm not going to lie, but it's so important for setting up and playing games. We can use it on our first turn going first, and that's a really cool thing about this deck in the current metagame, in the current format, is almost everyone wants to go second. We want to go first, and if our opponent knew what we were playing, they would also want to go first, but they're not going to know what we're playing until we flipped over our active Pokemon, and by then, I've already chosen first, or they've already chosen second, and we have the advantage. And it's the reason we want to go first is because of Team Rocket's Proton. If you go first, you can play this card on your first turn, search your deck for up to 3 basic Team Rocket's Pokemon and put them into your hand. It's so important to find this card on the first turn of the game. So not only do I play 4 Team Rocket's Proton, of course we have the 4 Team Rocket's Transceiver, which searches our deck for a supporter that has Team Rockets in its name, but I also play a 1 of Pokégear to further increase our odds of finding Proton turn 1. And then besides that, we got 2 Team Rocket's Archers. If one of our Team Rocket's Pokemon was knocked out during our opponent's last turn, we can play it. We shuffle, draw 5. They shuffle, draw 3. Pretty reasonable disruption supporter. We don't have anything like Iono in here, but you could play Iono if you really wanted to. I got 4 Earthen Vessel in here. It's really important to not just find energy, but get them into the discard pile aggressively for the Team Rocket Spidops. Also, discarding cards aggressively is also pretty important so we can draw a lot of cards with Team Rocket's Ariana. So the 4th Vessel is definitely the flex card in the deck right now. If you're looking to cut a card from this list for basically anything, I would start with the Earthen Vessel for sure. For Ultra Ball, only 1 Nest Ball for the Pokemon search, but that's basically more than enough, to be honest. I haven't really had any problems finding Pokemon. As long as I find the turn 1 Team Rocket's Proton, everything usually plays out pretty smoothly from there. But you could play like another Nest Ball if you really wanted to. 2 Wonder Patch is how we're aggressively setting up the Team Rocket's Mewtwo, of course, in the mid and late game. Of course, in the early game, if we manually attach to it, we're good to go by turn 2 usually. And it can also be a way to actually set up Mimikyu as well with the Gemstone Mimicry for a Psychic and a Colress, so that's not bad either. We have 1 Super Rod for recovery. I did start out with initially 2 Sacred Ash, and then I wasn't finding that I was ever like shuffling 5 Pokemon back into my deck. A Sacred Ash can be pretty cool because if you're going to go like a full Spidops route, depending on the matchup, like if you go up against, Ethan's Typhlosion, you might only want to attack with try and attack with like 5 to 6 Spidops. You don't want to put any 2 prize Pokemon in play because that can give them the prize advantage in the prize exchange, or the advantage in the prize exchange, excuse me. So one Sacred Ash could kind of get you there, but you just don't need a ton of recovery in this deck. Like Mewtwo like pulls a lot of weight for you in terms of the prize exchange. Like how much value how many prize cards it gets you for a single attacker is pretty high. Like we're getting 2 to 3 prize cards with a single Team Rocket's Mewtwo. The Spidops are getting us 1 to 2 prize cards each. Like we just don't need a ton of recovery. Like this lineup of Pokemon is usually like more than enough to win games. The only reason I'd want to play more recovery is so I could find the recovery faster. Not that we really need the recovery. And that's where something like the Team Rocket's Petrol could come in, because it can find our Super Rod, but can also be more useful for finding other stuff as well. Because it searches our deck for a trainer card, reveals it and put it into our hand, then shuffle your deck. This is a card that I didn't experiment around with too much. I did have it in there in my initial build, but I cut it pretty quickly because it's a pretty low value card, to be honest, but there are some pretty big key trainer cards that we play that when we need them, we really need them. And that's stuff like the Super Rod, like the Maximum Belt or Brave Bangle, and like the Wondrous Patch. So I'm not 100% sold on not including the Team Rocket's Petrol. It was just super underwhelming when I had it in there initially, so I cut it pretty aggressively. And so far, I haven't felt like I really need recovery super aggressively, unless you hit one of those matchups like an Ethan's Typhlosion or something like that, and that's when you're really going to want something like your Super Rod or a Sacred Ash. I'm unsure about Super Rod or Sacred Ash because I haven't really felt like I've needed to recover energy aggressively, but I also haven't felt like I've needed to recover 5 Pokemon either. I need to recover like 1 to 2 Pokemon a game, if that. So the tool cards, like I mentioned, of course, we have 4 Team Rocket's Factory. Play 4 Team Rocket's Factory. This is the most important card in the deck. Besides finding Proton turn 1, this is the most important card in the deck. And it's so important, I would definitely consider cutting the Maximum Belt for Secret Box to increase our odds of actually finding the Team Rocket's Factory. But I do really like Maximum Belt, specifically for the Gardevoir matchup, actually. Against Dragapult, it's nice to be able to one-hit KO Dragapult EX, but I don't think it's essential to beat that matchup, to be honest. Mimikyu is so powerful in that matchup. Team Rocket's Articuno is so powerful in that matchup. Like, it just doesn't feel like we need that much more in the matchup. It feels like the matchup is already favored already. I don't think I need a way to one-hit KO Dragapult, but for the Gardevoir matchup specifically, having a way to one-hit KO a Gardevoir EX seems like a really, really big deal, and that's why I want the Maximum Belt in here. But if Gardevoir becomes less popular, or if you're finding the matchup to be fine, or you don't really want to have that edge against Gardevoir, I guess, cutting this for Secret Box would definitely be the move. Basically to increase our odds of finding Team Rocket's Factory, and it also increases our odds of finding the Team Rocket's Proton. The 2 most important cards in the deck by far are the Proton and the Team Rocket's Factory. The extra draw power every time we play a supporter is just so impactful. It's like it's insanely powerful, insanely impactful. You get what I'm saying. For the energy count here, we have 4 Team Rocket's Energy, 4 Grass, and 2 Psychic. This feels really, really comfortable, especially alongside the Heavy Vessel count. And we do only play 2 Psychics. And we do play 2 Wondrous Patch, and we only play 2 Psychics, but it's like more than enough. Like we aggressively cycle through our energy with our vessels, get them in the discard pile, and we'll have access to them for our Spidops and our Wondrous Patch, no problem. And when we're attacking aggressively with Spidops in the early game, we don't even need to like manually attach for turn a lot. If we can set up like 2 to 3 Spidops on turn 2 and get enough energy in the discard pile, the charging up from the Spidops will be all the energy we need to attack with like back-to-back-to-back Spidops or something like that. So that's it. That's my current take on the build. Big new upgrade, of course, is the Wondrous Patch. It doesn't like completely change the deck in a dramatic way, but definitely an upgrade, definitely a game changer. Let's jump some action, and I'll show y'all how it runs. You say still, but have you ever seen a good poison package deck? The answer is no. I'm going to help you out here. I mean, I would like to get Proton here. Ariana for next turn isn't bad either, though, so... Cloth. True, Cloth was fine. Cloth Terrapagos was the fine deck. You got me there, chat. You got me there. Cloth Terrapagos was a great poison deck. All right, calm down. Calm down. We agree it was a good deck. We agree it was okay. It was a fine deck. Let's not go overboard here. What's the Wobbuffet for? Moving damage off your Mewtwo to one of their Pokemon. I don't know if it's worth playing. It's just in here, though. Ian's fine. Because I want a Proton here, but Protoning here is like... I'm Protoning here is fine. What killed Cloth? Rotation. What do you think of Terror Box in this coming format? I don't know. I don't think about upcoming formats. I'm feeling pretty like confident about this matchup, to be honest. Protoning. The Wob effect could be good. The mobility of the Mimikyu is just too good, right? It's like having the free retreat to work with every turn. Oh boy. This draw was like solid though. Like even if I have to Proton next turn, it's like not that big of a deal. It's like not that bad. I obviously need like my hand is not good enough. Like I need more, but like we'll get a prize card, we'll get a top deck, and I'll get 2 off Team Rocket's factory, so we're chilling. Better beat Garchomp. Or what? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do if I don't beat Garchomp? That's right. Nothing. I could lose to Garchomp happily, laughing, crying. You're not gonna do shit. I wish I knew Empoleon EX was better. Yeah, the card is just like super mediocre stats wise. Like even some other cards, you look at them like this card is probably bad, but it's like got really high stats, so it's like the potential is maybe there. But you read the Empoleon and you're like, this card just sucks. Like 210 damage, 320 HP. That's it. Like what? This guy's got no redeeming qualities at all. Like what is this gonna do? This thing is just terrible. Like what is the point of this card? No redeeming qualities. No! My spider! Leave him alone! Really? Alright, we're fine. So what does this guy do? Oh, I actually need the tool card to KO their active, right? So we can go. Wait. Yeah, I need the tool card. Shout out my opponent for hooking me up with the town store. Ooh, do we do him dirty with the archer here? No, we probably just Ariana. Because I just want to draw the energy, right? Right? We always draw the energy here, right? Oh, thank goodness. Getting a little nervous, getting a little worried. All right, well, I don't see how we lose from here. I mean, it's obviously possible, but I don't think so. So you gonna play Toxtricity soon or this stream? Yeah, I'll probably play a Toxtricity deck after we're done with Mewtwo here. I'm down. I'm down to try a Toxtricity. Probably Toxtricity Absol. That's the one that intrigues me the most. Go first. Turn 2. Absol attack type deck. You do have to attach to the... Oh, no, that's not that big of a deal, though. We do have to attach to the bench, but that's not a big deal. Yeah, we can make that work. Toxbox? No, just Absol. Just go first, turn 2, judge, attack with Absol consistently. In the game. Laugh at the opponents. Dude, you play like 2 town stores. I know it. I'm actually like debating just going for a Giovanni, like evolve, accelerate here, Giovanni KO off the bench. I need to draw 3 prize cards anyways. Ooh, but if they don't... Interesting. See if I, oh no, they gave me Town Store. Dude, they gave me... Alright. It's just a misplay on their end, right? They just should not be giving me Town Store, right? Like, what are we doing? Well, I guess maybe they don't know I play Maximum Belt. They could be betting against the Maximum Belt, I guess, which is like... Okay. I did not have the attack, but I probably would have got there. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, how do I win this matchup? I have to just chain the little guys, right? I could go for a Mewtwo. I can't even go for a Mewtwo that early, to be honest, though. Right after I literally just cut. I literally just cut my... If I can chain 4 Spidops... It's going to be tough, but it is doable, I guess. They can get the first prize card as well. They could get like Air Balloon Ember Knockout. I don't want to give them that. So I should actually get like Mimikyu and Retreat. Yeah. Good thing I noticed that, to be honest. That would have been really bad. Yeah. We can close out the game with Mewtwo. Okay, pretty good draw so far. I wouldn't even hate using... If the stadium sticks, I wouldn't even hate using Proton next turn, to be honest. Probably not, but... The thought. Am I ever getting item locked, though? Some of them play Badoo, right? Some of them do play Badoo. Fudge. I don't want to get Badooed, man. It's pretty rude, man. All right. I guess I just commit to an Ariana here, then. Some of them do play the do, man. It'd be pretty bad to get Badooed here as well, so I think I just have to play around it. It's just correct to play around it. Got everything if they Badoo you. Yeah, but I like need to get like really aggressive to find Super Rod. Like I have to find Super Rod as soon as possible to make it easier to chain my squad. I could have tried to go for an early Mewtwo because they might not have been able to one-hit KO it immediately, but it's probably not worth it just in case they could. I'm just gonna go Dops. 5 Dops into Mewtwo Wonder Patch to win, unless they bench Fez at some point. What's your Rod over Ash? Are you recovering energy like ever? I don't know. I don't really think about it that hard. I had to Ashes in here before. Maybe it should just be an Ash, to be honest. Not against the Ash. Yeah, not sure. I'm down for the Ash, though. Honestly, Proton next turn isn't even that bad. To just go get the last little guy. Dude, I've got to find that Super Rod, man. It's so important. Yeah, Proton next turn is actually not bad. Maybe it just needs to be 2 recovery cards just so I can find it faster. The thing with the Ash as well, though, is the Ash can let me recover more Spidops, right? And that's like another reason. That is another reason that playing something like the Petrol would actually be good. Because then I can go Receiver for Petrol, Petrol for Ash, or Super Rod or whatever. Recovery card. If they don't have Rare Candy this turn, though, I'm feeling really good. If they do not have... If they don't get a knockout this turn, we're feeling really, really good. Is the risk of starting Fez ever worth it? Because you wouldn't be able to Ariana anytime soon? I think it might be. Ooh. Just have it, huh? Just got the candy in there? Alright. It's fine. I'm not mad. Not mad. I'm glad. I'm happy for them. We got quite the squad here. I wish I played a basic water energy. I guess I can like thin out 2 cards here because I can go get a... I don't think I'm protoning. Actually, that's not even true. I don't know if I could proton again if I get like Super Rod Proton. I want to play this. I guess I don't need Maximum. I shouldn't need Maximum Belt. Let's just discard that. Yeah, I actually shouldn't have played the other thing there. I definitely could Proton if I can find the Super Rod. No Super Rod yet. Foreign land in a castle made of sand. Rod's in there. Oh, I don't want to evolve this one yet, though. I want to evolve the other one. Oh, but I kind of want to build up the energy. Ah, shoot. All right, it's fine. It's fine. All right, this next turn's going to be a big deal if I can't find that Super Rod. See, so maybe I just want to go back to double recovery card. Because, like, just finding it is, like, the important part. Not being able to find it feels really, really bad. This stops my tongue. Come back for more. I can't even draw cards out of my current... I, like, might have to play Archer as well, which feels pretty bad. Yeah, I might have to actually play Archer here. Try and draw the Super Rod, but then I probably have to bench the Mewtwo. I have to go like bench Mewtwo attached to Mewtwo, and then Archer. Do you know anything about the Team Rocket's League battle deck? I mean, I know about it. I know of its existence. Ooh, they did whiff a Cyndaquil here though, so I'm actually feeling okay. I think prompt the want to test the rock stuff. Yeah, Wondrous Patch. Got a new card. Yeah, it's just got to be Mewtwo attached, Archer. They might actually drop the chain here of Typhlosions, though. So I'm actually, yeah, I'm feeling okay, to be honest. Ooh. Now I'm feeling even better. The other side after I spend some time alone, and I'll be coming home. I don't even want a Wondrous Patch yet. I think I just hold it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold the Wondrous Patch for a turn. Is there a list for this deck? All my lists are in my Discord. If they have Counter Catcher KO Mewtwo here, that would be unfortunate. All right, we got him. We got him. There's no way I lose this now, right? They're definitely going to drop the chain. And I have like another Archer I could get a turn or two from now. You're old. You're gold. I have very few energy left. It's okay to charging up here. I don't want to commit anything yet. I'm just gonna chill. I don't have another grass in the deck, do I? Actually, do I? What would I want to discard to get there? I want to keep. I can give up this, but I don't even know if that's correct to do. Oh, I don't even have one in here. Okay. So I shouldn't have played it. So I guess I have a grass energy prized. No Archer out. All I want is an out to Archer. We're looking at top deck. Actually, I don't even know if the second Archer's in the deck, though, to be honest. We're hoping second Archer's in the deck, I guess. Shouldn't they? Maybe energy do I have left? One, I have 1-2 energy left. I don't have that many energy left. Very few energy left. Give me. Wait, hold on. Are they cooking with this? They could do anything. They got Secret Box. The possibilities are endless for my opponent right now. Hold up, hold up. They also might be playing Ursaluna, which gives them like a late game attacker still, despite no Cyndaquil, but... They grabbed an Artisan off this? They did, okay. For sure they... But there's no way they're retreating for turn, right? Oh, dearie me. Dearie me, dearie you. The star. Maybe? I don't know. Spider. Okay, we should be chill. Attack with Mewtwo, do it? Nah, I'm too much of a coward. Mewtwo stays on the bench. Ready to go, but never going in. Yeah, I might just go back to I don't know. I just haven't like nothing's come off where I want a petrol. Like I've just not ever wanted a petrol so far. Really. I could see like one Sacred Ash and one petrol being better than like double Super Rod maybe. But then like if you prize your recovery card, that feels pretty bad too. Or like two Sacred Ash, whatever. It'd be nice to just get away with like a single recovery card though. The question at that point could be, should we play 2 recovery cards or petrol and a recovery card? Petrol seems to be the kind of card that got released because Arven was too strong. It makes 0 sense. Arven, it doesn't like make Arven illegal. What does that even mean? What deck am I running this game? This is Team Rocket's, or is it Mewtwo, or Team Rocket's box, I guess is what I would call it. Well, Arven rotates before petrol. Oh yeah, but no. Are you saying the game is constantly in a form of imbalance if they don't reprint the exact same cards that they've had printed? So if Pokemon figures out the correct formula, then we'll just see the same cards over and over again for the rest of its existence? Game is always in balance of favoring Gardevoir. True. Does the deck have a cornerstone out? Mimikyu, I guess. Wonder Patch is honestly interesting. Having the Spidops in the hand is like really powerful, so I think I value that highly. And I'm gonna get Badooed, theoretically, most likely. I think I do this and I just play the Sacred Ash attached to Mewtwo. Pass. We'll see how this goes. Dream Power X has that deck that card synergized with Lavencia at all? Well, Revivroom synergized with Lavencia, and so does Iron Hands. Just having Lighting Energy and being able to cycle them for draw power with your Revivroom. The best attackers in Chi and Pao are Iron Hands and Water Pawn. Chi and Pao is the worst attacker in the Chi and Pao deck. If you're attacking with Chi and Pao, yeah, you'd rather be attacking with either of the other cards almost every single time. Chi and Pao is the worst of your 3 attackers. Because you count Baxcalibur as an attacker. I guess it's better than Baxcalibur, but... If you're attacking with Water Pawn, you're probably having a higher impact attack. If you're attacking with Iron Hands, you probably have an higher impact attack than if you're attacking with the... That's not 100% true. But those are your better 2 attackers for sure. You could definitely have a... If you're attacking with Water Pawn, you'd always like to be rather attacking with Water Pawn. Because that means you're doing way more than you're doing with your Chi and Pao, but... Not against Mega Absol? Yeah, of course. Unless you're KOing the Mega Absol with Iron Hands for 4 prize cards. Then we're cooking. Oh, nice. I just need an energy. Oh, okay, hang on. I just drew all my basics, which is fine. I'm not complaining. I'm good at Twisted. I'm about to get Dude, but I have Giovanni for a turn. Do I ever need more than Giovanni? I guess I might. Like, if I don't get Iono next turn, then I would want, like, a follow-up Ariana. Like, Giovanni next turn, Ariana the turn after or something. Sure. Yeah, I'm not saying Chi and Pao, you don't attack with Chi and Pao. I'm saying, like, it's your worst of your attackers. Chi and Pao's like fine. It's just another Pokemon that won a KO to your opponent's Pokemon. We got plenty of those. Plenty of those exist already. No Iono, no Iono. They just got that Dreepy, right? So we can spawn trap. Hoopa EX or Okidogi EX for Cornerstone on a dark deck? I mean, probably depends on what deck you're playing. First, yeah, I'd have to know what deck you're playing. I think they're definitely different. If you're playing it like in Absol Kangaskhan, then the Hoopa is probably better than the Okidogi. But if you're playing in Zoroark, it's probably Okidogi. Also on Dragon Ball Charizard, doing well in Japan. There's no what's doing well at City Leagues in Japan is not very relevant to anything. Don't overthink it. Oh wait, this first. I think I just go after the Dracloak or the Duskull. I think Dracloak or Duskull are probably my top two. I'm just gonna throw this here. If they really want to Dusclops pop that, I think I'm okay with that. Actually, I'm gonna throw this here as well because they would need Candy Dust or Candy Dragapult to KO my active here. So if they have Iono plus Punch Me, that'd be kind of annoying. So City Leagues are just League Cups with polished deck lists. No, dude, dude. You guys give way too much credit to City Leagues. They are literally League Cups. Even that is giving City Leagues way too much credit. City Leagues are just League Cups with polished deck. Oh, published. Dude, I thought you said polished, bro. I was like, no. Dude, I saw what I wanted to see there for sure. What the fuck? Published deck list. Yes, thank you. No, what you said is actually 100% correct. I was like, bro, what? We're still going too far. Published, not polished. No, you're right. You're right. You got me. I just wanted to complain about people over giving too much credit to City Leagues again. Yeah, that's literally what City Leagues are. City Leagues are literally League Cups with published deck lists. And the overall community values them way too highly. Like, they're just... Yeah. They mean absolute... Just like League Cups, they mean absolutely nothing. League Cups mean absolutely nothing. What you should do... There is, like, value to be gained by looking at a City League or a League Cup. And you look at it and you're like, oh, what is going on here? What are they playing? Is there any cool innovations I can like look at and like be like, oh, that's cool, that's interesting. But if you see Charizard Dragapult won 3 City Leagues in a row, that means absolutely nothing. Not relevant. Doesn't matter. If you're like, ooh, I like this. Ooh, it's like, ooh, if you become inspired to try Charizard Dragapult, that's cool. That's fine. Honestly, the biggest threat here is probably this guy. I don't like him. But in terms of its viability or viability as like a deck, doesn't mean anything. Could be good, but it's, I mean, it's Charizard Dragapult, so it's obviously terrible. Well, I'm kind of scared of... I mean, my hand is really good, but I'm probably getting Iono'd, so we'll see. Anybody have a deck list for this Chi-Pow Rev Room deck you're talking about? I can't find one on Limitless, and I'm missing so much context and detail. I was kind of just like talking about Chi-Pow in general. I made a build of it a while ago. You can find it on my YouTube channel still. It should still be there. So if Wugtrio Mill won a City League, would you look at it? No, I don't think so. Oh shoot, thanks for the... I see your call out there. Hang on, let me ban him. Thank you, Saltine. So Frick City Leagues? No, it's not Frick City Leagues. It's just like understand what you're looking at is and what it means, basically. Just have an understanding of what you are seeing. But also Frick City Leagues, you know what I'm saying? Specifically Frick Charizard Dragapult. They are down. Them being down 2 counter catcher here, I think is a pretty big deal. It's gonna be hard for them to. Oh wait, are they actually attacking this turn? Are they KOing the Articuno? I thought they weren't attacking this turn. That's why they counter catchered this. What? What are they? What? They got beef with my Articuno, bro? Are you kidding me? What did he do to you? Why we got beef right now? Honestly, I kind of want to attack with Mimikyu. I could set it up through. I could Wonder Patch, punch this, KO the Duskull. Is he? I could one-hit KO them with my Mewtwo as well. If I can one-hit KO them with my Mewtwo, I'd rather do that, of course, but that's not guaranteed. So I think I can actually push the Spidops to be my pivot here, and then have multiple different options going into the turn. Actually, I want to get like a dead card. I don't think I'm setting up another Mewtwo this game. I could also thin out a Proton. Yeah, so we can go like this. Wait. No, no, this is fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I was wondering if there's like a better way to play this turn, but I think this is fine. Oh, I didn't recover my Articuno either. So I can't KO the active. But I could go Mimikyu, punch, KO the Duskull, which the Duskull is kind of scary. And I could evolve this. So they don't actually have a 1 KO option on their turn. And then I could Sneasel snipe this to win. I can evolve this. Okay, so we can do this. I could even bench the Sneasel, right? But they can't KO my Sneasel. I'll just leave the 1 grass in there. No, I should actually accelerate it so I could attack with it. Oh, I should have accelerated to this Spidops. The other play I could have done would have been just Gust KO the Fez, but this didn't feel as good. I don't know. Yeah, that just didn't feel as good. I'm not sure why. Not sure. Sneasel can't snipe Terra? Oh yeah, true. You're useless, Sneasel. Clefairy is 1 card. Why not include it? Because I don't think it's worth it. That is not a, you have to, that's not a way to convince someone to play a card. Wouldn't Clefairy Mimikyu attack be golden for this matchup? Yeah, it'd be pretty good. But I don't think I struggle in this matchup. Look, do you think I'm going to lose to my opponent in this situation? No, right? And every other time I play in this matchup, I also just feel fine. I feel comfortable in the matchup. Opening Clefairy is terrible in every other matchup. I only played 9 basic Pokemon, so my odds of opening Clefairy are pretty high just across the board, which would be pretty bad because then Ariana gets turned off in every other matchup. Saying something is 1 card, irrelevant of the impact, isn't a reason. The reason has to come down to how much it changes our expected win percentage. That's the only thing that matters. Because I could say, I don't know, come up with some other 1 card inclusion. Just so like you get a better understanding of like the why the statement you made is kind of irrelevant. I'm trying to come up with like a comparison where you'd be like, oh yeah, of course. I can't think of a thing, but you get the point, right? It's like, why don't you play Shaman? It's just a 1-card inclusion. It's good against Terrabox, right? It's like, yeah, it is. But, like, I don't think I need it, right? Terrabox isn't that popular enough. It doesn't impact the matchup enough. Clefairy is, those are the reasons for Clefairy. It's like, it would be really good. Like, if I knew, if, like, Pult was 20% of the metagame, I'd maybe play Clefairy, right? It's all about percentages and expected value and expected win rate outcome. It's not as simple as Pult's a good deck. Well, they don't know what Sneasel does, apparently. Yeah, it's not as simple as Pult's a good deck, so to play tech card for one deck, right? KOing the Sneasel here is never correct, right? It'd always be better KO, like, my Dops. Or actually punch my Mewtwo, right? I'm just bad and the Clefairy would help me win. I mean, it helped me too. Like, I'm not, like you're correct. You've correctly identified that Clefairy is a good card in this deck for this matchup. So if Dragapult was a high enough percentage, then I would include it, you know? So your analysis of the card in the matchup isn't incorrect. It's just whether or not it's worth including. It's just like if I play Shaman and Guardy, I increase my win rate against Terrabox, but my win rate is already good enough against Terrabox for how popular it is. They could turn one mill and mill a Psychic, and that'd be really bad. So I actually think I should just do this to grab both Psychics out of the deck. Not the Sneasel, mate! No! I think I can. Do I need more than a single Mewtwo? Like, I don't think I do, right? Hazel, sorry, this is a repetitive question. Have you tried Toxtricity deck yet? Not yet. We haven't done anything with Toxtricity yet, but there will be. I will be giving it after this deck. We're gonna try Toxtricity Absol for sure. You're gonna post the updated Mewtwo list on YouTube? Yes. Any deck I play with on stream will eventually make its way to YouTube in video form. Top deck double energy? Nope. All right. How much do I actually have to play the game? I can just set up a single Mewtwo and be content with that, right? I think. I'm like trying to think about what I need to expect. Like, should I be drawing cards here? Probably not, right? Or replace their stadium. Not going to play Proton. Attach active. Pass. Problem will be the handheld fans. True, if they play them. They might not play handheld fan. I don't really think about handheld fan. I do need a little bit of help then, for sure. Neutralization zone. Also a good shout out. Yeah, I do need to be prepared to deal with neutralization zone. Good shout, good shout. Isn't Toxtricity Okie dokie just good? Toxtricity only accelerates dark energy to bench dark Pokemon, I believe. Don't you need Rocket's Pokemon? True, I do need Rocket's Pokemon. I completely forgot. I can't attack. You fool. You fool. You don't think I have another Team Rocket's factory in my hand right now? Okie dokie EX. Oh, I don't know. That card's pretty mid. Not sure if that'll be enough to save it, to be honest. You all assume. Dude, the Sneasel being on my bench is like super unfortunate. I don't want to set up another Mewtwo. I don't want them to trap my Mewtwo either. Okay. I'll draw a couple cards here. I guess the Articuno plays around Sudowoodo, right? They can't like Sudowoodo trap this guy for a couple turns or something like that. I mean, they damage. Oh no, I guess they could Sudowoodo trap this guy, but Articuno plays around it, so we should be good. Ooh, what Team Rocket's Transceiver? Don't mind if I do. All right, I'm feeling pretty good about our situation. Gemstones. Like, what am I playing around at this point? Gemstones. Gemstones. Someone said fan things. Yeah, fan. What the fuck is it called? Fans. They could have fans. Handheld fan, yeah. Handheld fan. That's a 1. That's a 2. Did they grab a single Sada? No, they grabbed 2. Okay. I was like, that would have been weird. I don't think I draw cards here. I maybe should have played the Transceiver to get another Giovanni there, but... Hey, why didn't I just hard retreat? It's my only energy. I have multiple... No, it's probably correct to play like this, yeah. I only have 1 energy, but I have multiple Giovanni, so... They gotta find that Super Rod soon, or they're gonna be in trouble. You're gonna be in trouble, buddy. Where's your Super Rod? Gonna run out of Great Tusks. Gonna be Cosmic Beaming soon. Oh no. Okay, I have 1 Giovanni left in deck. I could go get it right now, or I could just chill. Kind of in a chill mood, to be honest. You cut Wob in this deck? I don't currently have the Wob. It was too awkward. It never happened. It was too awkward. It never happened. So I just kind of cut it for now. I could bring him back though. Could bring him back. I am a Wob fan. Super Rod? Dude, you got to get the Super Rod. When was the last time they used? Have they been using Lunar Cycle, or have they been whiffing the Lunar Cycle? Oh, you're out of Great Tusks. Come on. Dude, that's not gonna cut it. You heard about my mans? Oh, they got my Giovanni and my Sacred Ash? No, we should be fine though still. Yeah, I don't believe in Wob. Mewtwo has no tank game in current meta. I don't know if that's like it's theoretically good against like Pult. Could come up against Guardy. I have to like think of that. You might be right though, to be honest. Yeah, I guess like I'm thinking about it a little bit more. It's like, yeah, I guess it's just really Pult, right? But you have so many strong options against Pult. If they punch your Mewtwo for 200, you should be in a fine spot. The Wob play could be your best play available, but you should have enough other good plays. You don't need it. For all damage from 1 bench Pokemon is so bad as a move effect. Wait, what do you mean? Wob's attack is insanely good. It's just hard to pull off. All right, easy dub, never worried. It has potential, that's what I would say. Yes, the answer is yes. I think it has potential. See, I don't know if it's Charizard or not. Them opening Duskull is so annoying. I'll grab completely different Pokemon, depending on what it is. I guess I'm just gonna grab this and just ignore the Mewtwo for now. Whatever. Are the winning lists in online tournaments with 200 players good reference? No. Not the way you're thinking it is. Okay. I still don't know what it is. Well, no, it's Charizard. I was like, wait, I don't know. It's definitely Charizard. What could it possibly be? Could be anything. I was definitely guessing that. I was like, oh my gosh, what could it possibly be? There's like 3 times as many Zards as Pulse on ladder right now. You're probably right. I probably should be playing as if it's always Zard, to be honest. Check wins, Future Box, or Mega Pulsar. Who knows? Who cares? Come on, Tatsu, bro. What are we doing here, bro? You're letting him down. Nothing into Briar? Or is it boss into nothing to Briar? Bro, you little fucking rat, bro. Okay, what do I even want to do here? I kind of want to go after the Charmander. Dude, honestly, all the targets on their bench are like really, really good. Because if I KO the Fez, that leaves him with Charmander plus Lily. If I KO the Charmander, that means I get like a free turn, though. I think I always go for the free turn. If I KO this and they just get Lily off Tatsu, they can have Candy Charizard swing back. So I think I gotta go for the free turn here. That's gotta be the highest value. Also, I prize double Baby Spider, which is really bad in this matchup. No Baby Spider. The question is, bundle good in here? It could be. I've actually thought of that before, Falcon. Because obviously, like, it can leave our bench, so... Dude, it would have been really funny if the Tatsugiri had whiffed again. I'm not gonna lie. It would have been pretty funny. They're gonna see 11 cards this turn. Jesus, man. And I have 2 spiders prized. Yikes. We might be far enough ahead where I can actually bench a Mewtwo, though. And then, like, have that as a threat, I guess. I don't know. Oh, I can use Sneasel to KO this later. I completely forgot about that lineup. That's actually huge. I just need attacking options. I just need attacking options. Oh, wait, that makes my play of bringing this up and punching it so much better than I thought it was. Actually, I did this play and I was like, I don't know if they just retreat back to Tatsu. Like, is this even that good? Yeah, the play is actually sick. Why would I ever doubt myself, you know? Oh my gosh, bro. Pack it. Another Gust. Goodbye, Charmander. You rat. Ooh, hold up. Wait, there's more. There's a little bit more. All right, give me a little spider. Little baby spider. I don't hate that. I don't hate it. Put it on the Sneasler. We're chilling. Why do we take Charmander instead of Pidgey there? Pidgeot can't attack. Charizard can. It's literally that simple. If I KO Charmander, they can't attack next turn. If I KO Pidgey, they can attack next turn. Dude, literally the Charmander KO is literally like, it's the meme. It's the Jedi meme. Where it's like the first guy is like a new player, and they're like, oh, KO Charmander, because Charmander becomes Charizard, which is their attacker. And then, as you get better at the Pokemon TCG, you realize, oh wait, sometimes KOing setup Pokemon is actually better, and removing their different options is more powerful than just KOing their main attacker. And then the other side of it is, no, you just KO the Charmander. Of course, if they had 2 Charmander, I would have KO'd the Pidgey. Or actually, I probably would have played Ariana, to be honest. The bell curve meme? Yeah, it's literally the bell curve meme. I would kill the Charmander again if it stays. If I had a thing here, I would KO this Charmeleon. I think I'm just gonna attach to Sneasel and KO. My turn is probably gonna be attached to Sneasel and KO active. Setting up Mewtwo at this point is actually not terrible, because I kind of just need attackers. I prize double baby spiders, so I could Proton for like Mewtwo. And I play Maximum Belt, so I could I'm gonna go for it, I think. gonna go for it, I think. Ooh, I could even put the Maximum Belt on it to make it a threat. So now I have like a bunch of things in play that can actually KO stuff. Because they probably don't play Tool Scrapper. If they really want to Gust KO my Mewtwo, that means my Spidops is still in play, right? So, all right, the Maximum Belt there was kind of criminal that I drew that there. The Articuno turns off Clutch and Corner, right? For basic Rockets Pokemon only, yeah. What, can't you Max Belt on Mimikyu? I mean, I could, but they have to draw a bunch of prize cards before it would actually want to KO them. This threatens to want to KO next turn. Does Articuno shut off Zam? Oh, I guess it would, yeah. Yeah, it would, yeah. That's why in the Pokemon TCG, it's really good, like... It's really good to know play patterns in a matchup. It's really good to know matchups. It's good to know play patterns in a matchup. Like, if they do X, I should do Y. If they do A, I should do B. But it's really important to make sure you do not tunnel vision. Tunnel visioning is or can be really, really bad, depending on how things go in your game. Like, I literally had the play that just happened in a tournament before. I had a lone Charmander on my active and a Pidgey on my bench. Charmander on my active, Pidgey on my bench. And my opponent made the correct play if I had multiple Charmanders, which was Gust KO my Pidgey. And they Gust KO'd my Pidgey, and then I went, okay, cool, Candy Charizard knockout. Right? Okay, and the Pidgey's correct there if I have two Charmanders, but I only had one Charmander. So they tunnel visioned on the default play, which is if you can KO a Charmander or a Pidgey, you always KO the Pidgey. But that's only true if your opponent has multiple Charmander. But even then, if your opponent has one Charmander, but you can go the other way. Even if your opponent has one Pidgey, one Charmander, it is still sometimes correct to KO the Pidgey. And leave them with just a lone Charmander, because you're way more scared of the potential of the late game Pidgeot versus the Charizard next turn. But that's like pretty rare that's true. Most of the time, it's always correct to KO the lone Charmander. All right, I'm failing to see how they are going to get out of this one. We'll let them cook. Okay, that's something. Is it though? I don't know if that is something. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Recover the spiders. All right, spider recovery mission is a go. I just attack with the Dops here, right? And I leave my Mewtwo. Go bench. I have two things that KO Charizard, right? I can't lose, right? Even if Briar was active, it doesn't do anything. Tribute up. Oh, we got the spiders. The question, has patch come up yet? Once, I think. Brutal KOing Pidgey or Mater doesn't matter because they Thornton anyways. True. Secret Box Thornton, Choice Band, 1 hit KO your Regidrago V-Star. GG. They can Iona to 1, kill the spider, and then you miss an energy. Oh, sure. I guess, yeah. True. KO spider. And then Mewtwo isn't guaranteed, sure. Strike the sleeper. Bro, you know Fez is sleeping on the bench right now. That's exactly what he's in here for. Dude, Sneasel really just be out here assaulting people while they're sleeping though, right? What the heck? You really be doing that. They could pop the Clops and go out on their own terms. True. That is a pretty fortunate energy draw there. Oh my god, dude, I got the Wonder Patch as well, so I could have just... I could have KO'd with the Mewtwo as well. Sneasel's too broken.